What's going on, people? It's DC Yankee here with another video. And this video, like I said in my last one about the Giants, this time we're going to talk about the Yankees and how this season ended in very disappointing fashion. And I didn't like it at all. Like, first month, like April, was like, what the hell was I watching? Like, they were so inconsistent. It's like we were starting like 9-9 at that point. Then all of a sudden we call up Gleyber Torres, and this team got hot till like I would say the middle of June. In all honesty, I think Gleyber Torres and Miguel Andujar would, like, without them, I don't know where this team would have been, where this team would have went. But then they just got inconsistent again, and then Aaron Judge went down and actually kind of broke my heart. Like, made me really sad that Aaron Judge went down. And I know I saw a lot of Yankees fans threatening, like, Jacob Junis. I'm like, yo, y'all gotta chill. Like, it's baseball. It's not even that deep. Like, seriously. But I feel like going on Twitter after every Yankee loss and Yankee win, I feel like this season exposed the true color of Yankees fans and how terrible our fan base is. Like, it's horrible. Like, I would see the most ridiculous takes, probably the most ridiculous ones I see are the ones that say, oh, like, I'll get rid of Stan or something. Stan I'll get to in a sec. They're like, get rid of Stanton or like, they were trashing Gleyber or, like, they just go hard on players so easily. Like, I'll admit, I was hard on Neil Walker before he got hot, like, in the second half. And then, like, it's ridiculous, man. It's so ridiculous. And I know everyone gave up on Greg Bird already because he sucks. I mean, it's that bad when even EDP says that. Like, But Luke Voit, I don't know where the hell Cashman found this guy, but I'm not sure if he's going to be our long-term situation at first base, because I'm hearing rumors that the Yankees are asking Bryce Harper if they can play Bryce Harper at first base. High key, I don't know what to say about Harper, but this dude is asking for a lot. Seriously, $400 million? Come on, man. That's not happening. That is not. I can say $200 million. That's good enough. Ay. But to be honest, I'm low-key leaning more towards Machado. But after watching the postseason, I don't know who the hell I want more. Either Machado or Harper, but we could use another lefty at bat, so go with Harper. But also, you got to remember, Didi Gregorius, he's going to be out for most of next year due to Tommy John, and it actually hurt me a lot because Didi is my favorite player on the team, and it sucks that he needs Tommy John. I think this all started with that slide against Baltimore. Oh, another thing. Why in the hell were we struggling against the goddamn O's? The O's are one of the worst teams in baseball. Sold their best players, and for some reason we couldn't beat them. Like, what the hell? It's been like that with Baltimore. It's been against the Rays. That's exactly why the Red Sox were the better team and why they won it all. Well, not because they beat Baltimore and Tampa, but they had highest payroll in baseball. They were spending their money on players. They had a bunch of homegrown players, and their bullpen managed to pitch well, and they were just dominant this postseason. Can't really say anything about that. This season just ended in utterly disappointing fashion, and this is with a better, talented squad too. Because last year when we played against Houston, it's like nobody expected us to make the playoffs last year, and we were one win away from going to the World Series. This year, we had so much expectations and so much pressure that's exactly why we lost in the ALDS to the Red Sox. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I know people are going to call me crazy, but I feel like we should have won that series because if we didn't, choke Game 1 and in Game 4, imagine if Gary Sanchez's hit, his sac fly. Imagine if his sac fly was a walk-off grand slam. Just imagine. But I got to give props to Gary Sanchez. Boy, he had a monster Game 2 with his 2 home runs. Oh, another thing, all these people were criticizing Gary Sanchez too. They're like, "Oh, he's a lazy fat fuck," or he should get traded. He should go to the minors. We don't need him anymore. Like, you cannot find another catcher with his type of production he's had at the plate since he's entered the league. Like, it's rare to find a catcher like Gary Sanchez with his production. And, they call him a lazy, they call him a lazy fuck because, he had issues with, pass balls or whatever. But, yeah, they ignore all the great defensive plays he made. I mean, I haven't seen anyone giving him props for, playing great on defense in the postseason. When it mattered, I think he only had, one or two pass balls. I don't even know how many pass balls he had. He rarely had a pass ball. But yeah, let's continue to call him a lazy person that just... I mean, I will not excuse him for that game when he didn't hustle to first base to end the game. But calling him a lazy fat fuck is literally stupid. Alright. I normally don't curse him, but you know what? I don't really care anymore. Yeah, you're gonna say that, alright? But also, it's funny. I want Machado, and then Machado recently said he's not the person. He's not the type of person that would hustle. So now I'm thinking, do I still want Machado? But we're gonna need some shortstop help when once Didi comes back. Oh my goodness. As for pitching, our starting rotation was I said this the entire season, and I said this during last offseason too. We needed one more starter. And we could have been legit. But no, nobody wanted to listen. And we kept ignoring pitching. Guess what? CC is getting old. Sonny Gray was a huge disappointment. He sucks. Get him off the team. Our new acquisitions, though, I liked. Hap, I liked him until he screwed up in the playoffs. And Lance Lynn, he was all right. Well, he was great his first few starts, but then, I don't know, he was just inconsistent. Cashman kind of did his homework, but I don't know about that when it came to the playoffs. Cashman's going to have to do more homework this offseason because I heard, they're going to do in the GM meetings. They're going to talk to see if they can get Corey Kluber. I would definitely try to get Corey Kluber. Corey Kluber is the man. He's still a good pitcher. My only issue with him is that lately in the postseason, he's been nothing but garbage. I mean, we even smacked him in the postseason last year. And then this year, I think he allowed 4 runs in one start, and his ERA was a 7. It was so bad. I just don't know if we could. But you know what? If it needs to help our pitching staff, do it. Get Kluber and Carrasco. Definitely sign Patrick Corbin from Arizona because he's always been a Yankees fan his entire life. So is his family, and he wants to play for the team. And he's definitely a good pitcher as well. As far as prospects, I'm not going to start hugging prospects. Not like I did, but I wouldn't be mad at the prospects we trade. I feel like the only pitching prospect we can keep is just Justice Sheffield, and I guess we could keep Florio as well for the future, but I wouldn't mind seeing him go neither. And sadly, we might have to give up Clint Frazier as well. As far as Andujar and Torres, they're staying. They're staying. I wouldn't even call them prospects anymore. I would call them our most valuable players. Don't even at me. But for the most valuable player this season is definitely Aaron Judge. Because, ever since he went down, this team, was even more inconsistent without him. And then that 4-game series against Boston, oh my God, that's probably the worst series I ever watched. That showed how much we needed Aaron Judge, man. But I did like how Stanton stepped up when Judge went down. As far as Giancarlo Stanton, for a guy that's entering his first season under the American League belts, I'd say he had a good year, not a great year. A great year would have been if he was consistent all year, but he just wasn't because at points he would go cold, then he would go on a hot he's a streaky hitter. That's pretty much it. We need somebody that's consistent, somebody who knows how to situational hit and doesn't freaking try to pull pitches and strike out all the time. Hey, don't get me wrong, I love Giancarlo and he's become one of my favorite players, but dude, his postseason was so disappointing. He couldn't get the big hits when it mattered, and he just had one home run when the game was pretty much over. He just wasn't that great at situational hitting. That was the problem. Well, let's see. I'm just hoping that he learns from his first ever season in an American League ballpark. He can adjust to that. That way, hopefully it doesn't turn out to be A-Rod 2.0. Because, A-Rod wasn't that great in the postseason either. So let's see what happens with Giancarlo Stanton. As far as Gardner, I mean, I don't know why we brought him back for a year, but I do like his defense, but he could not hit the damn ball for anything. Like, I guess I would bring him back as a bench player, you know. I would definitely start McCutcheon at left. Well, yeah, McCutcheon at left. And then you got Hicks at center, and then Judge at right. You know, you could rotate Judge and Stan at right. You know, I'll definitely bring back McCutcheon as well, even though he didn't have that good of a postseason. But that trade was magnificent because he basically can do what we want an elite off man to do. Like, just get on base, and there you go. Yeah, definitely bring him back for another year. You know, like rotate him and Gardner around, but definitely start him more often. As far as catching position goes, let's just hope Gary Sanchez doesn't have another disappointment year because, in all honesty, he was disappointing in the regular season, but he did have a good postseason, I'll admit. But because I would rather have a player that may not be good in the regular season, but definitely shows up when it matters in the postseason, than a player who's probably the best of the position in the regular season, but in the postseason, he's a known bona fide choker. Word to Mr. Clayton Kershaw, who apparently Yankees fans want, but I do not want him because Clayton Kershaw is a bona fide choker in the playoffs. Why do people want him? Seriously. Have you seen his numbers in the playoffs? They are, like, his ERA is skyrocketed high, especially in the World Series. Oh my God, he was horrible in the World Series. Jeez. You cannot trust Clayton Kershaw in an elimination game either. Like, I believe he has the highest ERA when it comes to elimination games. Like, you cannot trust Clayton Kershaw. You just can't. That's why I don't want him. Also, another rumor is that we can get Madison Bumgarner. I don't know what's the case with that, but if we're going to have to give up, like, our best players for him, screw it. Why not? If it's going to help our top pressure. I feel like we have the players that can help us win a World Series in the near future. Would I say we're going to win the World Series next year? I don't know. I don't like making early predictions because then I don't want freezing cold takes on Instagram to expose me and make me look like a fool for having an early take that backfires on me, you know? So that's why I don't make any takes. So, yep, Yankee season ended in disappointing fashion. We better, like, do some in the offseason, fix the pitching, and to fix our situational hitting, and that's about it. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that. Follow me on Instagram. My main page is DC_Yankees. If you want to follow my fan page, definitely do so. It's BigBlue_season. And you want me on Snapchat, add me on Snap, it's DC_Yankee. But if you add me and you can't handle my rants, too bad. Alright? You're the one that added me in the first place. So, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.